This is Into the Fire. I'd like to welcome to Into the Fire my little jar Smokey, the Eagles premiership player this year, and absolute jet, Lachie McNeil. Nice to meet you, Lachie.
Nice to meet you, yeah.
Thank you. Okay, so you grew up a country boy from Clare. That's a fair way from Adelaide. What were you like growing up there? And when did you come to Adelaide to live?
So I was, I reckon, 16 when I moved down to Adelaide. My family owns a vineyard and we've got our own little winery. So Dad runs the winery business and he's a winemaker. So we mainly do, obviously, grapes as farming. Yeah, so that's right.
That's pretty cool. So Lachie McNeil, if you say it fast, do you win a Brownlow medal? You're like the Irish version of the Brisbane player. Say it fast, it'd be a good pick-up line.
Really? That's good.
So Lachie, you nominated for the draft last year and wasn't selected. That was obviously devastating. What have you done this year to prove you're at the level? Because I'm here to tell everyone you are.
Thanks, Andrew. I spent a lot of time in the off-season working on a lot of ball use and speed stuff. So it was always like a knack on me was my ability to use my speed, and I always thought I had it. So I went away and I really worked on that, especially at trainings early in the season. I was trying to really focus on using my speed at trainings and improving and using it in match sims, so that when I came out onto a game day I could actually show it to people and actually show the recruiters I can do it. And that was the main one, I reckon.
Yeah. Did you get any feedback after last year's draft to work on this year?
Yeah, it's probably the main one. Was I lacked speed, or at least the ability to show it on the field. And then also the other one was a bit of composure with the footy. I just sometimes make some poor decisions and kicking errors just every now and then, which is just a bit of polish, I think, and that's what they really want if you want to go to the next level. So, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. You're a legitimate player. I watch you play and can't for the life of me understand how you're not on the AFL list. With so many examples of players picked up at 19, what do you want clubs to know leading into the draft?
I think the only thing I need to tell them is that I'm just going to keep improving. I don't need to say much more. It's a case of I'm 19, so I'll play plenty more football, so I can't worry about too much. But yeah, I'll just keep working, keep improving, because nobody's a perfect footballer.
Yeah, definitely. Now, you were part of the Under-18 Championships last year, and you were so good. What was that experience like, and how did you think your carnival went?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. So we played first game in Perth, which was very exciting. I hadn't even been to Perth before, so getting to travel over there, spend a night in the Crown Hotel over there, and then go play at Optus Stadium was very cool. I think I was a bit nervous early on, and it's always going to be a little bit like that, but yeah, representing South Australia for the first time I've ever played for South Australia in any sort of sport, so yeah, it was very nerve-wracking, but yeah, and then going over to Victoria, it was great fun. Yeah.
Alright, so here we go. 23 disposals, 9 marks, 3 clearances, 2 tackles, 6 inside 50s and a goal. That's a fair game for a 19-year-old. In a league game, in a grand final, which you won. I just shake my head that you're not in the AFL. Anyway, what an experience it must have been to win an SANFL premiership in your first year.
Yeah, I felt very lucky. I don't think many people come in and play 17 games and then win a premiership, so yeah, some people have to wait 9-10 years or don't get one at all, so I couldn't fathom how it happened, to be honest, so quickly, so yeah, I feel very lucky.
Yeah, pretty cool. You played every single game for the best team in the league, Lachie. You racked up at least 20 possessions nearly every time you went out. How much do you think it helped your game playing seniors this year?
It helped it a lot. I think my confidence levels lifted. You always you want to back yourself and everything, but at the start of the year I was pretty nervous playing against the top level men, essentially below the AFL level, so it was always going to be nerve-wracking, but yeah, the confidence I took out of playing there was really good.
Yeah, you were definitely a star player. Lachie, you just accumulate the ball, and it is something you just can't teach. You're really pacey, the ideal wingman really, but 182 centimetres, you're a great size for a mid. What is your ideal position?
It's definitely on ball. I played all my junior footy there, and it's probably where I love playing the most, just trying to get the footy and win it myself. I'm happy on the wing, I don't mind playing the wing, but yeah, obviously I want to play as an on-baller, but yeah.
Yeah. So let's go back to last year's Open Schools Cup Grand Final. What a game full of future stars. And guess what? Big game player, Lachie McNeil, best on ground. You love the big moments, don't you?
Thanks, mate. Yeah, I try to. You always want to play your best in the big games, and a couple of times it's come off, a couple of times I haven't played my best in big games, but yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, you played awesome. Henley has had a rich tradition of AFL stars, and none better recently than Isaac Lincoln and Jack Precocious. Did you look up to those guys, and what was it like seeing them in the yard?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I got to spend 1 year at Henley where Isaac and Luca were there, and I got to watch them go through their stuff, and then pretty much just before they got drafted, play a game with them, or 2 games with Isaac and 1 with Luco. So yeah, it was fantastic. Yeah, I learned so much from probably Isaac and the way he goes about it with his speed and aggression, and just he's a different type of footballer, and Luco is a very special talent. So yeah, it was pretty cool playing with both of them.
Yeah, they're very good players. You have elite hands. I've been told they are so good that you were considering hand modelling. Is that true?
I don't know where you've heard that one from. No, I do like using my hands, but yeah, no, I don't know where you've heard about the hand modelling gig, but no.
Your toughness and elite speed from the contest is a great mix for a footballer. What do you think is your greatest attribute?
I think, my toughness and my clean hands are probably the main one. I feel like I don't fumble too much, and I'm strong over the footy. So one-on-one, that makes me a better player when I play one-on-one. So yeah, I think that's probably my best strength.
Yeah, those are very good attributes. Okay, so here's some fun questions I ask my possible draftees. If you secretly had a superpower, what would it be?
Ooh, invisibility.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one. If you were able to spend the week with any AFL footballer, who would you choose?
Oh, I'd probably have to go with Gary Ablett.
Yeah.
Favourite player and all, so yeah.
Yeah, he's an awesome player. What would you do better on, Survivor or Big Brother?
Nah, Survivor, I reckon. I reckon I know how to play it right.
Yeah, Survivor's awesome. If you could be a star in any other sport other than footy, what would you choose?
I'd go cricket. Just play a bit of cricket, so yeah, go cricket.
Yeah, cricket's super fun. You're given the chance to be a professional wrestler. What's your finishing move?
I feel like a Randy Orton RKO, mate. That's probably the only one that comes to mind.
Oh yeah, Randy Orton's pretty cool. What's the one chore around the house you hate to do?
Cleaning the toilet, easily.
Oh yeah, that sounds disgusting.
No, not fun.
Doesn't sound like it. Okay, so Lachie, I'm putting it out there that you have everything that is needed to be an AFL footballer, all except the opportunity at the moment. I love the way you instinctively get the ball, the way you run off, and in particular, I love the way you like to kick goals, the way you are doing it regularly. You see, that's what my show is all about. It's not about the goal, it's the way you celebrate. And when you burst onto the scene, you're going to need one. Don't worry, I have your back. It's the end of the fight. Treat it well. Do you want to give it a go?
So, is that what it is?
Yeah, not too bad. Pretty good. Remember that when you're in AFL.
Will do.
Well, Lachie, I cannot thank you enough for meeting me today. Here are some players who may overlooked in the draft. Matt Prudis, Sam Mitchell, Brian Lake and Tom Patley. Some pretty good players. That's 1 Norm Smith, 7 premierships and 5 All-Australians. So don't give up, mate. You're AFL standard, buddy. Thanks again.
Thank you very much for having me.